So, Coach, I just want to talk about that first quarter there. You guys went 1 for 11 from the field, and then at the end of the quarter, you started pressing. You ran that great play, executed it really well. How'd you come out of the first quarter with the lead?
Scored more points than them. That's, once again, I just think that when we came out, I'm not going to say it was nerves. I don't know why we couldn't score. I think our feet weren't set when we shot. We were making some rush decisions. But then all of a sudden, like you said, we got a little more aggressive. We got them in foul trouble, so we got to the free throw line. They fouled us on a couple of drives, and we want to try to be more aggressive this year. We want to change up just instead of being just pass the ball around the perimeter. So we got to the free throw line, and fortunately we made some free throws. I think our first 6 points were all free throws. So that allowed us to cut the lead, and then we started defending a little bit better. We were defending fine at the beginning. It's just a little bit of nerves and moving. And then we executed a couple plays, and like you said, they executed them to their credit, scored them, and once we got up, I think for our team, I think it was just like, okay, we're okay, but the defensive effort from that point on was just absolutely incredible. I mean, the way they played defensively.
Talking about the defense, is that going to be your guys' identity this season? I mean, you guys have come out. They only scored 1 point in the first quarter, 9 points, or in the second quarter, 9 points in the first half. You guys' defense have been playing really well so far this season. Well,
yeah, I mean, it's been an emphasis. It's been an emphasis in our program. Joe and I started that a long, long time ago, and we actually tried to get away from it few years ago and thought, well, the trend of the game is up tempo and playing fast, and we're too old school to do that. So we spend a lot of time on defense. It's just like I told a couple people downstairs. You can't always control what you do offensively. For some reason, I don't know why. Who knows why? If we knew, I'd write a book and I'd make $1 million. Sometimes the ball just don't go for you on a given night. You can be the greatest shooter in the world and it don't go, and don't know why. But what you can control as a player, and I always believe this, is you can control the intensity level that you come with every day, and you can control how hard you're going to play defensively, because those are things that don't change. It takes determination, and it takes a will to do it. And I thought tonight we willed ourselves to some offensive points and to a comfort level so that we could play better offensively. So is it going to be our identity? We got a long way to go to establish an identity, but we'll come out and try to play hard defensively every game.
Just your thoughts on McKinley's performance tonight. She looked real confident out there, and she played really well.
I thought McKinley played really well. I mean, as you can see, she, I think I'll have to look. I can't. She's our second leading scorer with 13 points, 4 for 8 from the field, one for 3. I think she got tired at the end, or she would have probably been 6 of 6 from the free throw line. She battled on the boards. I mean, I think McKinley played very, very well. I think, for her and for all of our young players, each game is going to be a step up, and each game is going to be a different style, and each time they're going to have to learn from it. So, right now when we go on Sunday against St. Mary's, they're going to see a long perimeter players that are 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", that can raise up and shoot from 22 or 23 feet. They're going to see an up-tempo game, and so they have to adjust to that. And then probably the next game, just looking at scores but not watching them, Denver's going to play so fast, it's going to be incredible. I think they scored 97 and 95 points in their 2 first games, and then I think had 78 or 79 the other day on the road. So each game, our young players are going to have to learn a little bit, but so and I say our young players, but our young players are also our experienced players. They just have a few more minutes and a few more games under their belt, but they're still finding their role. They're still finding what it's like to be counted on for 30-plus minutes every night. And, you know, having the pressure of, hey, I got to make this shot or I got to make this stop. But, you know, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with where we're at. Obviously, I'm relieved we finally did score some points and get going. But, yeah, I'm happy with where we're at, and tomorrow starts a new day.
Talking about Carla, she only had 2 field goal attempts your guys' exhibition game. And she's kind of seemed hesitant to shoot tonight. Did you mention anything to her, or did she just start shooting on her own?
No, it's just, you know, it's really interesting because it's interesting how different people look at the game. I looked at the game the other day and thought Carla played really, really well because she played within the system. She dished out the ball. She what we say, she kept play in front of her. She didn't force shots, so I thought she played really, really well. She took the shots that were there for her. Tonight, she also took the shots that were there for her. There just happened to be more opportunities and the way that things came up. So no, we didn't. The only thing we said, the only thing that we told them all is, if you're going to shoot with conviction to score. Don't shoot just because you're open, and that's what it looked like for a while. And I think that's what happens sometimes when you don't have a lot of experience playing. Is, oh, I'm open, I'm going to shoot, instead of going, hey, I'm open. Let me make sure my feet are set. Let me make sure I'm confident with this, and then shoot to score or drive to score. Don't drive just because it's there. And I thought Carla played very well tonight. I think she had some turnovers I wasn't happy with, but we'll clean those up and you know, let's go forward, like I said.